We Clovertails are fans of rock. I really like Pink Floyd. That's why I created a reference to them in Searchinglight. Yeah, these triangles are part of one of my favorite puzzles. It works like a reflector of colors. This statue can emit a red laser, and when you move the triangle near the statue, it reflects the color in a direction depending on the angle. And here we have a bigger statue, which is where we need to send the color to. For example, this emitter statue has a red color, and the receiver statue needs red. So we use a triangle to point to that statue and activate some mechanisms like opening doors, bridges, etc. Now we have another statue that needs the purple color, and we have two emitters, blue and red. If we move the triangle close enough to both statues, the colors will mix and create a purple color. The last thing we need to do is point the laser to the top of the statue, and the puzzle will be completed. The biggest challenge here was not the logic of mixing colors, the angles, etc. Actually, it was calculating the intersection point between the laser and the receiver statue, which are actually two lines. Here I needed some math to calculate that specific point in space, and this Wikipedia article helped me a lot with the formula. I don't want to dive too much in this formula, but here is a simple explanation. So, you have two lines, each defined by 2 points. For example, one line could go from x1, y1 to x2 and y2, and the other line from x3, y3 to x4, y4. The formula to calculate the intersection point is as follows. The denominator in both equations checks if the lines are parallel. If it's 0, there's no intersection. Otherwise, the formulas calculate the exact intersection point. To ensure the intersection point is valid for the puzzle, additional checks are performed to confirm that the point lies within the line segments. Let's make a simple example. We have two lines, line 1 from 1, 1 to 4, 4, and line 2 from 1, 5 to 4, 2. If we want to know specifically if this line intersect and where, we use the formula. As a result, we can see that the intersection point is x3 and y3 between both lines. The code also ensures that the point is within the laser path and not beyond the receiver's boundaries, which is why there's an additional distance check. Once everything checks out, it returns the exact coordinates of the intersection point. Pretty neat, eh? To make these puzzles more challenging, I added deadly and non-deadly lasers. If the player gets touched by a deadly laser, they lose and have to restart the puzzle entirely. The deadly lasers can be identified because they have a breathing effect to indicate that they have contact damage. This mechanic adds an extra layer of strategy and precision. Players not only have to think about where to reflect the lasers, but also must carefully navigate through the environment to avoid accidental contact with the deadly beams. The placement of deadly lasers is designed to force players to carefully time their movements and plan their puzzle-solving steps in advance. Another interesting part of this puzzle is the use of mirrors to reflect the lasers in different directions. The laser can bounce multiple times between mirrors, requiring the player to position them precisely to guide the laser to the receiver statue. This adds another layer of complexity, as players must carefully plan the angles and paths to ensure the laser reaches its destination. As you may know, this isn't actually from Pink Floyd, but from Isaac Newton. It's based on his prism experiment, where he showed that white light passing through a prism splits into a spectrum of colors. Newton proved that light is made up of different wavelengths, which is why colors like red and blue can meet to create purple. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for joining me today. I'm wondering if you have any recommendations for Searchinglight so that we can make this game amazing together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and leave a comment for us, really appreciate it. Until next time, keep exploring, playing and most importantly, keep creating. See you in the next update.